Any other questions so far? Bolo? No problem.
Wanted to ask, in case taking for autistic children and Down's children, is there, apart from our regular homeopathic approach to them, where we are looking at the whole, are there any any pointers that you would give to understand the children better?
Sometimes it's very difficult because they are very autistic, lost in their own world.
Yes. Yes, I mean, physically, behaviorally, one can always see. You can give APIS if there's hyperactivity or whatever. You can make a simillimum, but the kind of cure or the kind of improvement that one would like to see, and if you want to take it one step further, then maybe I'm not sure. I've not looked at the schedule. Maybe on one of the other days, if you're taking up autism, then that will answer some questions. But are there any? Is there something that you would recommend that this is something you should really keep in mind when you're case taking with Downs?
Only we have to find out. It's very, very, very difficult. And one thing which I would do is take history of both the parents in such cases. It's such a difficult, so they will agree. And from that you might get, because very often there is shared. Mother's history during pregnancy might be very important. That did it come up, the sensitivity came up. If you see lot of pulsatilla like thing and ranunculacy, then you can think of Helleborus. So it is very difficult sometimes, really difficult. But sometimes I feel that the child is very passive and very content, as if no effort to come out. And he is very happy. He is not indifferent like Helleborus is completely flat and nothing. But then I would even think of, so I see if there are gas features, then I would think of noble gases or maybe oxygen or something. Whether there is hyperactivity or no hyperactivity. What is it he is sensitive to? Sometimes some reactions he might have shown. But this is little difficult.
And also depends on the case, maybe.
On the case,
Yeah.
very much on the
Yeah,
individual
yeah,
case.
yeah. Okay.
And also level of autism. Everybody is not autistic like in,
Yes.
but there are mild autism is very common.
Yes.
I have yet to see real autistic child, or I might have seen, but not. It is not the regular feature. What I see is ADHD with mild autism.
Yes.
Then many things come up.
Okay. Okay.
So hyperactivity is there or not there, sensitivity is there, not there. What is the mother's history during pregnancy? So all those things, or parental histories. I see also where it is developed and what is not developed. Like if you all have seen some children cases, I had shown, some of you all attended that mental health. I showed one case of argon. So that argon, that boy had developed, his ego was there, his choices were very clear. He knew what he wanted, but he had lot of fears.
Correct.
Like he learnt a bicycle, but after that bicycle he fell once, he stopped. So I saw that lot of Kali calcarea symptoms are there, which is not developed, but his ego, which is the muriaticum, is completely developed. And he is autistic. So what is that stage between these two stages, which is autistic? And I gave him argon.
Correct.
And with a very good result.
Yes.
Suddenly the boy was completely in the shell. He used to even pull the clothes up, and then he would sit inside it. And then he came out, and then he was mixing and talking.
Okay. Thank you.
So every case would be difficult, and we have to see what is there in the case. Any other? In case taking, it is multifactorial. First is, I observe. I just observe first. What is the level? Like I gave you all this example of not defined and defined. If the patient is very, very defined and very exact, I already know it is highly developed. Ego development. So I check the ego development in each case. Some people are, I don't know this or that. Like for example, this patient I am going to show, she'll say, I don't know, doctor, after the case is over, if you feel I have to leave the room, you will have to tell me because I will not know. So how naive they are, how much they can be fooled by the world, how much bhola they are, or how clear and sharp and defined and exact, and their likes, dislikes are very, so that tells me. Second I see is what are the issues of the patient. That will be the same. He's only talking money, 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 money. Somebody is talking about good, bad, right, wrong. I didn't do this. Oh, it's not right. I shouldn't have done good, bad. Then I know where to see such a case. Somebody says, as soon as we start, you know what happened? I was not loved as a child. You know, my mother was busy and my grandmother was there and she had to take care of other grandchildren. I felt, you know, I just grew up myself. Suddenly they take you to the family background. So you already know it's a natural level of development. My family, my father, my mother. So patient takes you there. So I will not say that this is, but it doesn't mean mineral plant or anything. I'll say he needs natrum line of development. For example, I might give natramure. Or I can even give chocolate, which is also natramure level of development in plant. And what is the story in chocolate? Same. Mother was there for some time and then she shows her back. So can you see? Saccharum album, chocolate, all these remedies have to do with same natramure stage of development. So I see which stage of development, then I see whether it requires to take, is the sensitivity to be taken out, what it is. At the same time I see if there's any keynote, any rubric, everything I go on seeing. So it's not focused on any one thing depending on where the patient takes. Okay. And understand everything at the deepest level possible. Like if he'll say, I feel cramped, what do you mean by cramped? Take him deepest level. Every symptom should be taken at the deepest possible level, whichever level you can take. Also genius is important. The remedy you give should cover. You will come to some neurological problem, let's say, and the remedy has nothing to do with it. Or somebody comes for varicose veins which has nothing to do with it. Then I'll think, you know, unless it is very, very much fitting, it's okay. So does the remedy treat that sort of thing? What is the genius of the remedy? That is important. So everything has to come together. What Rajan Shankaran talks about synergy, it's very important.